Nobody was balling. Nobody was losing their mind when they got a Baker Mayfield jersey like this. Lamar Jackson is the most electrifying quarterback to come out in 35 years. I'm sorry, honey. I know Lamar is your favorite player, but nobody was trying to get a Lamar Jackson jersey. Nobody. And some might say, oh, that's a CU auntie.
Some didn't, but I was like, okay, we just they'll be having a lot of stock.
That was Shadore Sanders casually flexing that his custom Nike cleats sold. And it turns out the hype was real. Nike's now eyeing a record-breaking extension that could make him the highest-paid rookie endorser ever. But while his jersey sales are exploding, not everyone in the league is happy about it.
Some breaking news out of the NFL where the Browns have signed Shadore Sanders to his rookie deal. Our NFL insider Jonathan Jones reporting that it's a 4-year, $4.6 million deal. So Cleveland, if you remember, selected Shedeur in the 5th round of this year's draft with the 144th overall pick. He joins a pretty crowded quarterback room there in Cleveland.
Yo, listen up, because what I'm about to tell you is not just crazy, it's borderline unreal. Right now, major brands are in a full-blown bidding war over Shadore Sanders. And the money being talked about behind the scenes has executives at Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and every boardroom with a budget acting like they just saw the next Michael Jordan walk through the door. And I'm not exaggerating. This isn't your normal rookie gets a deal story. This is a cultural takeover happening in real time, the kind that has billionaires, franchise owners, and corporate sharks scrambling to attach themselves to that number 12 jersey before it becomes the most expensive piece of cloth in American sports. Because here's what nobody wants to admit out loud. This isn't even really about football stats, Pro Bowls, or Super Bowl rings. This is about cultural impact. Shedeur is breaking the internet, moving merchandise like a superstar, and building a fan base so massive it stretches from Cleveland to Dubai, from teenagers to grandmas, from people who never watched football, to die-hard NFL lifers who swear they've never seen anything like this. And the wild part? The mainstream sports media is still acting like he's invisible. Chase Daniel just broke down film on Shedeur and said what a lot of us already know. The Browns didn't even help him much. That's coming from an actual NFL quarterback, not a Twitter fan. And Chase pointed out something even more telling. Shedeur is out there throwing blocks on reverses, leading plays downfield, doing gritty, high-effort stuff that guys like Drake May get praised for nonstop. Same hustle, same block, same energy. But when Drake does it, ESPN turns it into a documentary. When Shedeur does it, silence. And honestly, that's fine. Because while the media sleeps, the business world is wide awake. Forget football for a second. Let's talk money. Let's talk brand value.
He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is, he's not that good. This is a wild, wild quote. Brew, do you want the first crack at this?
Well, look, I like Shedeur. You guys know I think he's going to be a very good player in the NFL.
I'm surprised more people aren't talking about the shoes that Shadore Sanders wore in his Week 1 preseason debut. What he is wearing is the brand new Nike Vomero Pluses in the Orange Pulse colorway. And they're by far the most comfortable sneaker that Nike has put out. Yes, I purchased 2 pairs. As you can see, this is the exact colorway that Shadore Sanders was wearing. It features that all lighter orange upper with that darker orange midsole across where the Zoom X foam is. Plus,
Shadore Sanders is a 5th round pick. You know what that means financially? It means he's making roughly $500,000 a year. Let that sink in. You've got a quarterback generating more buzz than first-round picks, and he costs less than what some teams pay a special teams guy. From a business standpoint, that's not value. That's a cheat code. And here's where it gets terrifying for every other franchise. Brands don't pay millions based on touchdown passes alone. They pay for market reach. They pay for cultural relevance. They pay for connection. And when it comes to Shedeur, the data is nuclear. We're talking grown adults with 9-to-5 jobs getting emotional about finally getting their hands on a number 12 jersey. Not, oh cool, emotional. I mean eyes watering, voice cracking, like they just met their childhood hero. Kids who don't even watch football are singing his rap song word for word. Grandmas, teenagers, white people, black people, Asian people, everybody losing their minds over this kid. That's not hype. That's not a trend. That's a movement. And it's not just Cleveland. It's global. Fans pulling up from Memphis, Dallas, Santa Fe, Des Moines, Charlotte, Raleigh, Columbia, Chattanooga, and that's just in the US. International? Netherlands, Philippines, Iceland, London, Ireland, Brazil, Mexico City, Germany, Jamaica, Dubai, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, China. The list keeps going like a world tour schedule. These people aren't watching Browns football. They're watching Shadore Sanders, and they connect with what he represents: confidence, perseverance, refusing to let anybody dim his light. That's what brands spend billions trying to manufacture. Now let's talk jersey sales, because this is where it gets ridiculous. We've seen people camp out for Jordans. We've seen Supreme drops. But I have never seen people react to a football jersey the way they're reacting to that number 12. People are treating it like it's history, like it's sacred. One woman literally had tears in her eyes just holding it. Holding it. When's the last time you saw someone cry over a Trevor Lawrence jersey? Or lose their mind over Baker Mayfield merch? Even Lamar Jackson, who's one of the most electrifying QBs ever, didn't generate this level of hysteria coming into the league. And that's not hate, that's just facts. Now, connect the dots. If you're a corporation investing in an athlete, here's what you're looking at. Market reach: Shadore's fan base spans every demographic. Cultural relevance: he's not just an athlete, he's a movement. Longevity: rookie contract, potential 10-15-year career. Cost efficiency: he's cheap, which lets the Browns build around him. Growth potential: investing early is where the real money is made. And now let's talk about what's happening with the Browns. Because Jimmy Haslam isn't stupid. He's a billionaire. He didn't get rich by being emotional. He got rich by recognizing value before the market catches up. Deshaun Watson is staying, and people don't understand why. But it's simple. Moving him would be an $80 million cap hit. That's bad business. But here's the real chess move. It creates the perfect setup for Shedeur. Watson becomes the veteran backup. Dylan Gabriel stays third string. And Shedeur becomes the face of the franchise without fighting a high draft pick for the spotlight. If the Browns drafted a first-round QB, they'd have to justify the investment, create competition, hedge their bets. But with a fifth-rounder who's already generating superstar buzz, you don't complicate it. You let him cook. And that's exactly what's happening. Mary Kay Cabot already confirmed Watson staying. The QB room is set. The only question is when, not if, Shedeur fully takes over. Now back to the brands, because this is what the story is really about. Shedeur is different from every rookie quarterback because he's the full package. He's got a famous father, automatic media attention. He's got millions of followers, direct-to-consumer marketing. He's got music that's charting crossover appeal. He's confident, media-savvy, and every press conference shows why people gravitate to him. That's authenticity. That's brand power. And when you put it together, you're not looking at a football player. You're looking at a franchise, a walking campaign, a global product. This is why brands are fighting over him like it's the last lifeboat on the Titanic. Think Michael Jordan and Nike. Nike wasn't the biggest brand when they signed MJ. They took a calculated risk early. That investment turned into billions and changed the company forever. That's what brands think they're seeing with Shedeur right now. Now, I know what some people are going to say, but he hasn't played enough. The stats aren't elite. And to that I say, you're missing the point. This isn't about perfection. It's about trajectory. Smart business people don't wait for confirmation. They identify trends early and capitalize. Shedeur threw for 360 yards against one of the best defenses in the league. He set rookie records. He did it while dealing with injury, sitting for weeks, and playing in chaos. Imagine what he does with a full off-season as the starter. Now let's talk Dwayne Wade. His comments were revealing. He said he loves how Shedeur handles press conferences, doesn't throw anyone under the bus, stands up for himself without being disrespectful, represents his father with pride. That's a Hall of Fame athlete, recognizing brand traits that build generational wealth. That's not fandom, that's respect. So here's what I think is happening behind the scenes. Brands have already reached out. Deals are being structured. And when the announcements start dropping, people are going to be shocked at the numbers. Because unlike most rookies, Shedeur isn't waiting for the league to validate him before building his brand. He's doing it in real time. And the smart brands? They're moving now. So here's my question for you. Do you think Shadore's global phenomenon is sustainable, or is this hype that fades? And if you were a brand executive with $50 million to invest, would you bet on Shadore Sanders right now, or wait until you see more on-field production? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you think major brands are about to throw massive money at Shedeur, drop a $sign below, because this is just the beginning. The revolution is being televised, and you're watching it happen in real time.